All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is to say in the Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, and that is who the world ignorantly calls God, whose name means in the Paleo Hebrew, He is, Bahashem, meaning in the Paleo Hebrew, in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning in the Paleo Hebrew, He is our salvation. And that is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, a so-called black man, who, by the way, only came for the Israelites, all right? Now, what we have here is a scenario of the scriptures, okay? The first part of the scenario is this woman being approached by her daughter, trying to persuade her to take the mark of the beast in order to eat, in order to stay alive and maintain on this man's system, his grid, okay? And then the parent, the mother, tells the daughter, no, she won't do it. And her last ditch effort, the daughter says, take it. It's the best. It's best for us, roughly paraphrasing. And the mom says, no, I can't. So what happens? She's escorted to this detention center, and these guys ask the lady, the mother, one last time, do you want to take the mark? All right. And she starts singing, because this is a rendering from a Christian point of view, okay? But the scenario, the thing that's playing out is very much well in line with what the scriptures say. Okay? We know the mark is not a tattoo, which they're going to show a tattoo on a person's head and on a person's hand representing the mark. We know the mark is an actual device the size of a grain of rice. But we're going to get the picture overall because of the optics that we can see. So they take her to this detention center. They ask her one last time before they chop her head off with the guillotine. And she says she won't. Matter of fact, she just starts singing. And we know we ain't gonna be singing no song. We gonna be praying to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, but nevertheless, we gonna get the idea from this scenario. So let's let it play. right, so there you have it, okay? The point was made through the picture, all right? Now, like I said, they going off in the sense that they're trying to portray the mark as a tattoo and singing, I once was saved. All right, you got to endure to the end, man. All right, in order for you to be saved, you have to be of the elect. All right, so let's get a few precepts and then we'll close out from there. It ain't going to be too long. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 68. It reads, "For, behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." So certain of us will be taken up and scooped up, all right, and brought to these detention centers. And like that guy asked that lady before he gave the command to off with her head, do you want to take the mark? All right. Now the brothers and the few sisters that's of the elect, they're not going to take it, even unto death. Okay. Now, you're going to be idle because unless you take this man's mark, you can't buy and sell. So what are you going to be doing? Nothing. All right. Speaking on the mass, the 2/3 of our people in the heathen. All right. They ain't going to have no way to eat or to buy or to sell or anything else. So they're going to be sitting idle. All right. And then, they're going to get scooped up. Okay. Because as we seeing right now, Trump is doing away with the homeless. So you can't just be out doing anything, just sitting around, taking up space in these encampments, these tents. No. If you don't have any business out on the streets and you looking at as being homeless or perceived as homeless, they're going to scoop you up, man. Take you to these detention centers and feed you idols. It says, and offer unto you idols, being idle, because you ain't got no job, since you don't take the chip. You ain't got no car, because you ain't take the chip. You ain't got nothing. So you pretty much out on your ass, man. Homeless, all right? And this is why Trump is putting in implications to remove the homeless off the streets, all right? So when this time comes, when martial law comes, that's that great multitude kindled over you. When martial law comes and they say, hey, scooping you up, you can't be out here on the streets, especially after the curfew. All right, they're going to take you to these detention centers. And it says, and offer you and being idle and with thanks offer unto idols. So they're going to feed you being idle because you ain't going to have no work. Okay? You don't want to take the chip. You ain't got no job. You ain't got no house. You ain't got nothing. So it says, and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. All right? That's that mark of the beast. That's that microchip. That's an idol. Because once you take that, you have just signed your fate, your seal, and worship the beast. All right? When you take that that device the size of a grain of rice, that has now become your idol. You worship this man. Okay? Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. That's that great burning wrath of multitude kindled over you. So some of us going to get taken up off the streets. Some of us may get taken up out of our houses, man. It says, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Why are you thinking they making these detention centers? Alligator Alcatraz. They're trying to make more. They're turning more abandoned prisons into detention centers to house the people, because these prisons and jails, they are already full. But now they got to make more makeshift prisons and detention centers to house the people that they know is going to initially reject this chip, all right, until they face with what we're finna read right here, and then they gonna change their tune. It says, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. 10 just goes into a complete number, all right? And we know if the Lord isn't dealing with you, you may have that hoorah, I ain't gonna take this chip. But then once they get you in that detention center, your whole tune gonna change within those 10 days, within whatever that amount of time is. You're gonna start singing a whole different tune. All right. It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. See? Now she started singing Amazing Grace at the end. But see, the true worshipers, hey, we gonna be praying to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right? We ain't gonna be singing no grace, I'm now saved. First of all, if you ain't of the elect, you ain't saved or nothing. Okay? Revelation 20 and verse 4. Because this is what she was going to. And we working our way back. So give me a second. You know, we're gonna work our way back from when she got in the guillotine to when her daughter proposed the question or the demand for her to take the mark so that they can eat and be, you know, around to enjoy each other company, basically. And she said no. So what happened? She had to go to the guillotine. Revelation 20 and 4. It says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua. See, so when some of us, as it said in Revelation 2 and 10, is cast into the prison, some of these detention centers are going to be equipped with guillotines, okay? And we have to be prepared to go all the way to the end, okay? This is why we do these videos, man, all right? This is why we do these lessons, to stay in the spirit, all right? We are occupied with this. This is our occupation, man, all right? There's nothing more important than this truth, man, because the things that's written of in this Bible is getting ready to come to pass. Habakkuk 2 and 3, the vision is yet for an appointed time. That appointed time is fastly approaching, man. Though it tarry, wait for it. It will not tarry. It will surely come. So we getting ready, man, in the spirit. We staying occupied with prophecy. Let's get that. Ecclesiasticus. Chapter 39, man. Hey, we gonna keep occupying, man, because we can't get enough. This is Ecclesiasticus 39 and 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, this is what we doing, man. We meditate on this, man. All right. This is our obsession. Okay. And if you ain't obsessed with this right now, I don't know what to say, man. You should be more obsessed with this truth now more than ever, especially being this close to the end, man. You should be living this truth, breathing, eating it like you need it, because we need it. All right? You don't understand the implications that's coming, man. If you did, you will understand you can't get enough. Especially while it's opportunity out here to get it. The harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few, man. We need this truth, man. We need it like we need air and water and food, because this is our life, man. This is our lifeline to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof. See? We meditate on this truth, man. All right? We meditate, okay? Because now we see things coming to pass. All right? And we understand that soon we ain't going to have the opportunities we have now. All right? It's going to be whatever you obtain, that's what you have. So we meditate, we occupy. This is our occupation.
It says, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out wisdom of all the ancient. Hey, man, we got the book, the Holy Bible. It has returned to its proper owner. So now we're what? We're seeking out the wisdom of all the ancient, our forefathers. And what else? And be occupied in prophecies. The mark of the beast is a prophecy. It's coming to pass whether you believe it or not. And everything else that implements having the mark of the beast. World War III, shortly after. Jacob's trouble leading up into it. Famine of the word, also coinciding with the mark of the beast. Okay? We occupying our mind with these things, man. We can't get enough. We building up our spirit, man. All right? This is how we keeping our lamps trim. Making sure they got oil in them. Okay? For when our Lord and Savior comes. All right? We want to be found doing the work. So back to Revelation 20 and 4. Because, hey, man, we're gonna occupy our mind with prophecy until the end, because that is the spirit of Yahushua. Revelation 19 and 10. It reads, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of the brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. So the angel came to John the Revelator, and he fell at his feet. And the angel said to John the Revelator, see thou do it not. I am your fellow brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. See, this is the spirit that we want to be in, of Yahushua, which is what? Prophecy. Okay? This is why we meditate and occupy our minds in wisdom. All right? This truth is delicate. All right? It's very precious, man. You can't just make light of this. All right? This is our salvation. This is our understanding. All right? This is what we occupy ourselves with. Okay? Revelation 20 in verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded. See? Some of us are going to get our head, our neck region decapitated. Okay? This is what we meditate, man. All right? Because we don't know if we're going to have to fulfill that lot, what we reading right here in prophecy. But it's going to happen, man. And there's nothing you can do but be prepared, okay? And meditate and keep busy in prophecy. So when that time comes, if it's your lot, you will be prepared knowing. See, if this prophecy happens, guess what? You know this prophecy, you know this word, you know it's true because it's been prophesied before it happened. That's what prophesied means, to say before it happened. So this gives you all the more confidence because we're reading it. We're visualizing it. That's what seers do. They visualize. So we see this. And when it comes to pass, guess what? We're going to have great comfort in knowing that it is written. So we're going to gladly take the guillotine. I myself, if I'm that part of that number, if that's my lot, I'm going to be proud to, Lord willing. Abba Ratazah, Father will. And you should too. Don't be afraid, man. The Lord did not give us the spirit of fear, but of sound mind. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. This truth is sound doctrine. What is that? 2 Timothy 1 and 7. For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear. Then who could it come from? Satan playing tricks on your mind. See? This is a mind game. This is a spiritual war we in, man. You can't let Satan take over. You got to rebuke that thought. It says, for the Most High have not given us a spirit of fear. Right. This is why we have the truth now. It's important in these last days of this man, Esau, Edom ruling, to have the truth, to keep a what? But of power. So the Most High gave us the power back, man. And of love. He's showing us love by giving this to us. He didn't have to, man. We were unworthy of this, man. The shit that we did, we should have been left out to dry, man. To this damn devil to devour us and walk all over us, man. But the Lord said, no, man. I got a cluster. I got a small remnant that I got just for me. I picked this cluster of grapes, this small remnant, just for me. I like them. I love them. Now, he loves all of Israel, and all of Israel will be saved eventually. But on this side, he's just dealing with the elect. That small cluster, that small remnant. He's going to show them his love, man. The 2/3, they're going to find out the hard way, man. The same must knoweth it by death. What's that? 2 Ezra 9 and 13, if I'm not mistaken. So 2/3 of our people going to have to find out the hard way by death, man. See, but that small remnant, that cluster that the Most High has kept to himself, that's precious to him. He have what? Given them power and of love. And what else? And of a sound mind. This is why occupying ourselves in prophecy keeps us with that sound mind, to rebuke those thoughts of doubt, those thoughts of fear. That's the spirit of Satan, man. Uncertainty. Oh, you don't know how hard that sharp blade is going to drop down and cut your Adam apple, your windpipe. You don't know how it's going to feel. You don't know if you're going to still be attached to your body and it may not take you all out at once. Hey, rebuke them thoughts, man. The Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear, but of power. See? We understand that death is just a transition, all right? Just because you leave this body don't mean it's over. It's just a transition to the next stage, all right? And in Revelation 20 and 4, we're reading the last stage, the ultimate stage, all right? So, for the Most High have not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. This doctrine, this word is sound, all right? So, Revelation 20 and 4 tells us what? 20 and 4. It says, and I saw thrones. So this is the last stage. You see, this is the last level. Those thrones, once we get the thrones, that's it. We're saved. We finished our mission. We have now entered into the realm of immortality. All right? That's what Ezra saw. With palms given in the hand and crowns putting on the head, that's the 144,000, along with the innumerable number, all right? So we make it there by any cost necessary, by all costs necessary. Even if we have to give up our life, man. Even if we have to go on that chopping block and they have to release that guillotine. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Mashiach Yahweh Shai. All praises to Yahweh in the name of the Hamashiach, the anointed Yahweh Shai. Keep those names going, man. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. Proverbs 18 and 10. The righteous run into it. All right? We got to have them names, man. That's going to give us that solace, that comfort. If you don't remember anything else, you remember to call on those names, man. Calling on your mama ain't gonna help. Oh, help me, mama. I'm sorry, mama. That ain't gonna help, man. Get that shit out your head, because Jake quick to call on his mama, man. Your mama ain't gonna have anything to do with this, okay? Because we know for the most part, Jake is a mama's boy. All right? That's why Jacob gravitated to who? His mom. All right? Esau was more in tune with who? The father. He was more in tune with Isaac. Jake was more in tune with Rebecca, man. See? So we know Jake, especially the 2/3 of our people, they're going to be calling on their mama. They may call on their mama before they call on quote-unquote Jesus. See? So guess what? You got to have the names, man. And you can't be afraid to call on them. So it says, and I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them. See? Who is this referring to? The elect. All right. Those that endured unto the end. All right. It says, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded. See? Don't fear these things, man. The Lord did not give us the spirit of fear. All right? You gonna know, okay? The Lord is dealing with you. This is what Jacob's trouble is all about, man. So the Lord can actually show you he's dealing with you. All right? You now have entered into a new realm of what? Faith. Because now there's nothing else you got to... You are no longer relying on the system anymore, okay? And it's going to be a beautiful thing. And at the same time, it may be a little nervous or, nerve wrecking. Because you no longer are dependent on the system for anything else now. You're not getting your daily bread from going to work. You're not getting anything. Everything is coming from your faith and believing on Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and ultimately, if you of the elect. All right, the Lord is going to show up for you, Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept my word in patience, I will also keep thee during the hour of temptation. I can't stress it enough, man. It's just going to have, the Lord's just going to have to show us, man. All right? Your faith, your belief, okay, your works, everything is going to come together and the Lord going to show out for you, okay? Miracles, things that you would have never thought could happen. You got to keep faith, okay? You got to believe, all right, all the way up until the end. And even if that means getting the guillotine. So it says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua. See? Some of us will be getting taken off of the streets, grabbed up at home. Because why? We prophesied in the name of Yahushua. They got dossiers. They got intel on us. They know where we sleep. They know where we work. They know where we frequent at. We don't care. The Lord did not give us the spirit of fear. We know these things. So when they scoop us up, if that's our lot, hey, what can we do that the Lord hasn't already prepared for us? See, this is our walk right here. As Yahushua said in St. John 16:24, let's go there. This might be our walk, man. To get scooped up, to be brought to a detention center. Because who knows, there might be an elect member or two there that don't know that we have to preach to them. Okay? This walk isn't over until Yahushua shows up. Okay? St. John 16:24. No, is it Matthew? Might be Matthew. Then said Yahushua to his disciples, if any man would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Yeah, see, it came more better when I got it right. This is Matthew 16:24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, so we all are pursuing to be a disciple, a follower of Yahushua, it says what? Let him deny himself. See, during Jacob's trouble, man, it ain't what we want. It's what the Lord demands of us. It says, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Some of our crosses may be that what? We got to be beheaded. We got to be brought to a detention center. We got to be kept there for a period of time before they actually have a court date for us to be brought before the judges and magistrates to receive our sentence. You see, we got to carry that cross, man. Yahushua did it, okay? So guess what? We got to do it. It says, and follow me. Yahushua showed us how to do it, man. He did it all the way up until where he was crucified. And then where the soldiers mocked him, saying, if thou be the Son of God, come down off the cross, man. See? So guess what? We got to have that same mindset, man. Let this mind be in you that was in Yahushua. All right? These are the things we occupy and meditate on, man. Okay? The Lord did not give us a spirit of fear. All right? But of what? Power and of love and of a sound mind. This is the doctrine. This is the word. The doctrine that Yahushua taught was sound doctrine. Follow him. Take up thy cross. Okay? Forsake thyself. Okay? Because if you don't do these things and you don't follow, guess what? You ain't going to be prepared for what's coming. Okay? So Revelation 20 and verse 4. Says, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua. So guess what? If we of that elect, and that's our lot, man, stay strong. All right? Stay in the faith. We gonna almost be home, because guess what? Those are the first souls, the spirits that's going to meet Yahushua in the clouds, in the chariots, when he comes back. Pursuing the 1 Thessalonians 4 and 16. It says, and for the word of the Most High. So let's jump back up a part of this paragraph. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast. See? And we're going to get into that because, hey, some of your children's are going to turn you in for not taking this beast system, for not taking this mark. All right? Because the daughter, probably thought she was doing something good and going to the people, the government, or that great kindling multitude, and saying, well, I have a parent that doesn't have the mark. Maybe you can convince them like you convinced me how much good and better it'll be if you take the mark. And then next thing you know, they show up at your house. Because why? Your child had turned you in or told them about you. And now in her eyes, she was doing something good because she wants you to see how good it'll be if you take the mark like she took it. But little do she know, hey, that was her mistake, man. All right? So it says, and for the word of the Most High, in which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image. See? Neither had received his mark upon their foreheads. And it's not a tattoo like they try to portray it in that little skit there. Or in their hands. Snippet, I meant to say. And they lived and reigned with the anointed Hamashiach 1,000 years, right? So those are the ones that aren't going to have to be what? Thrown into the lake of fire here in Babylon the Great, all right? They're going to enter into the kingdom with Yahushua and reign for those 1,000 years that we're going to have these other countries, or should I say nations, in subjectivity, slavery for that 1,000 years. Those are going to be the ones that reign with Yahushua. All right, we going to get to taste that fruit, all right, of having slaves, of never experiencing death, all right, because it says some of us will not taste the sting of death, all right. So let's go to Matthew 10, and let's start at 21. This is Matthew 10 and 21. It says, and the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. Mom, it's a good thing. I got the mark. You should get it too. Matter of fact, I talked to the military, the kindling, that great multitude of kindling fire that's going to be over you. I talked to them, and they said they would come see us. And by the time you tell them, what did you just do? You hear a knock at your door. Can we come in and talk to you? We just want to talk to you. Hey, what you going to do? Because it says in 2nd Ezra that, what does it say? Is it 2nd Ezra 16? Then shall be known who are my people. All right? Because some of us are going to get kicked out of their houses, man. You can't stay in these people's houses without paying. And if you ain't got the money because you ain't took the chip, how are you going to stay in the houses? You can't. Okay? 2nd Ezra 16 and 1 second. Let's start at 2nd Ezra 16 and 60. Well, we did 68, 69. And they that consented to them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden on the foot. So you take that mark, that thing offered to idols, that's going to be it. You're going to be under their foot, man. They're going to be your Lord. It says, for there should be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Going into the Israelites, they shall be like madmen, sparing none. These are these troops coming in. That's that great wrath multitude kindle over you, that burning wrath of great multitude kindle over you. It says, for there should be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, the Israelites. They shall be like madmen, sparing none. Talking about those troops. It says, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, the Israelites, okay? For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses, see? So they come knocking on your door. That's a courtesy knock, okay? Because they taking your ass from up out of that house whether you know it or not, man. All right? That's just a courtesy knock because your daughter or your son told them that you were there. All right? At that time, it ain't going to be, do you need a search warrant? No, it's going to be, get your ass up out of here, okay? We need to talk to you. We're going to give you an ultimatum right here on the spot. Take the chip, and I'm just speculating on this part, or leave out of this premises. Well, can I get more time? No. Can I get my stuff? No. Matter of fact, get in the back of this paddy wagon. We taking your ass down to one of these detention centers. We going to feed you being idle things offered to idols, all right? But what about my daughter? Don't worry about her. She got the chip, all right? She'll be able to stay here, okay? See, the daughter, hey, now the daughter got the house to herself, man. Yeah, man, it's going to be a dog-eat-dog world, man. All right? Brother going to be turning against brother to the death. Father against son. Mother against daughter. Children against parents. It's going to be crazy, man. All right. For those of you that ain't in the truth, for those of you that don't know what the hell going on, y'all going to get hit like a big bag of bricks, man. So Matthew 10 and 21. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. Right. Because you may have a parent like this person in this scenario that don't want to take the chip. So what happened? She got to go down to one of these detention centers, all right, where she may be gun-ho and don't want to take it, and to the point where she say, amazing grace. And guess what? That's not a sign that you of the elect. If that's the only thing you can think about when your head is under the guillotine. So guess what? You just got beheaded and decapitated for nothing, man. That's why it's important to have the names, man. And it ain't Christ. It ain't God. It ain't Jesus. All right? It's Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. All right? Calling on Jesus is just like singing Amazing Grace. Calling on God is just like singing Amazing Grace. If you ain't got the true names to call on and all truth and sincerity, because let's say you know the names, but if you don't call on them in all truth and sincerity, guess what? It's just like singing Amazing Grace, man. And the Lord knows your heart. Jeremiah 17. All right? Right around verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all. Who can know it? I, Yahweh, try the reins of man. He know whether or not you believe on him. Okay? Just because you know the names don't mean you going to be delivered. All right? You have to be of the elect. Okay? It says, and the children shall rise up against their parents, right? Because, hey, some of the children, they going to take the mark and say, my parent ain't taking it, okay? And they going to turn their parents in, man. Just because. They may have something going, they may have a strife against their parent, and it's a way to get them back. Oh, I know my dad ain't took the mark. I'm going to turn him in. Oh, I know my mom ain't taking. I'm going to turn her in. She done ground me. See? I'm going to turn them in. They got a hotline. I'm going to call while they sleeping. And then I'm going to leave the house and act like I don't know what's going on. And I'm going to show back up. Mom, what's going on? See? It's going to be some grimy ass shit going on this time, man. All right? Because the true intentions of these people are going to be shown in that day. Your neighbor may report you. Oh, I ain't never liked them. They always had their trees hanging over our gates. I'm gonna call the number on them. See? You ain't gonna know who called on you either, man. Because they gonna leave it anonymous. Anonymous caller. You just call. If you see a person out there that don't exhibit the traits or signs of having the mark, because you're gonna be able to tell who got the mark. What's that? Revelation 16? Yeah, you're going to be able to see who got the mark. Okay. Revelation 16. In verse, where's it at? Revelation 16 and 2. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there felt a noisome and grievous sore upon the man which had the mark of the beast. See? So they're going to have like a sore, almost like a cancerous sore on the site of where the injection of the chip was put inside you. You're going to have a sore, man. And, you know, people may try to cover it up with makeup or something, but eventually you're going to see that sore. It's going to look disgusting, man. All right? It says, and grievous sore upon the man which had the mark of the beast and upon them which worship his image. So, oh yeah, you're going to be able to tell who got it and who don't, man. All right? And just because you don't have that sore, and if they got it, they may just say, hey, I'm going to call on you because I know you ain't take it. What make you so proud and so good that you ain't got to take it, but I got to take it. And I got to deal with this sore, this grievous, gruesome thing on my hand. Now, look at you. Miss Goody Two Shoes, I'm going to call on you. See? It's gonna be envious in them days, man. Your neighbor. Oh, I thought we were cool. Nah, I had to take the mark of the beast. You got to take it too. All the while, you don't even know they're the ones that uncalled on you, man. Damn. It's gonna be some, man. Hey, we just here to tell you, man. Repent. All right, repent while you still got time. This is Matthew 10. We did 21. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. Right. So you're going to have haters, man. If you ain't got haters, you ain't doing it right. Okay? They ain't going to be hating. Why you ain't got a sore on your hand? They going to seek to get you jammed up, man. Okay? Hey, the Lord dealing with us, man. If the Lord want us to get brought down to these detention centers, that's our lot. If the Lord don't want us to, he gonna make a way for us to escape, man. It's just that simple, man. We on the Lord's time, man. All right? And he got time, man. He predates time, okay? So we just following the script, man. We following his script, which is written in this word, man. All right? And praying in that time, hey, he's dealing with us, okay? Because if he's dealing with you, you good, man. There's no better feeling than knowing Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai is directly dealing with you. And that's going to be the time that he's going to show himself, man. All right? It's going to be evident. The Lord dealing with me. All right? It's going to be a beautiful thing. It's going to even increase your faith even more. So when that time do come, if that's your lot, you're going to be, man, you're going to be like, I'm ready, Lord. Okay? That's how much faith and confidence and belief you're going to be having. Because the Lord is going to be dealing with you. It's going to be exuberating out of, is that the word? Exuding. It's going to be exuding out of you how much confidence and faith and belief you got in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. They're going to look at you like, damn, he didn't even flinch, man. I dropped the blade. I thought he would at least tensed up a little bit or blinked his eye. No, he stuck his neck up, man. See, that's gonna be the extreme confidence you gotta have, and the Lord gonna make sure you got it, man. No flinching, no blinking, man. You know, man, that's gonna, man. Look at here, man. This got a smile on my face, man. Visualizing that much confidence just coming out of you, exuding out of you, because the Lord is dealing with you, man. You taking it proud, man. Wow, he got his chest up. Look at him. They going to be envying you then. Oh, look at him. Because they going to televise this, man. To what? Deter others from not revolting and trying to take a stance. They're going to be beheadings live on such and such network. And we going to give, and it's going to be for a testimony. See? It's going to give the other elect members all the more faith to believe, man. To see we ain't backing down, man. So this thing is bigger than us, man. You see? If we got to be put on the chopping blocks, man, take it with honor and pride. Proud, man. Stick your damn chest up, man. Your neck up. The Lord dealing with you. What the fuck can this man do that the Lord can't do, man? He can't do a damn thing, man. The Lord is the one that allowed him to do this shit. You see? We are serving a higher power, man. This is for a testimony, man, in heaven. This is a testimony what we doing. Matthew 10 and 22, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved. See? It's bigger than us, man. It's bigger than us, all right? This thing is about the Lord, man. We just a humble servant. Praying to find mercy in the Lord, man. That he has mercy on us during this time. This is Matthew 10 and we get ready to close out. 32, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven, man. So who you want to please, men or the Lord? Okay? Well, then you better start confessing him, man. Because in these damn times we coming into, man, you going to need him. He don't need your ass, you need him. You see? So it says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. Right, division, man. Brothers against brother, father against son, mother against daughter, man. All right. It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. 37. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So if you take that chip to stick with your family, you ain't worthy anyways, man. The Lord don't want you, okay? Oh, I'm gonna take that chip. Your daughter gonna come up to you with the proposition. Take the chip, mom. They done already showed us the good things that it can do. And you know, go against the Lord, you ain't worthy, man. You deserve to be burned up here in America in the lake of fire. You deserve everything you get, man. It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross, we just read that in St. Matthew 16:24, and follow after me is not worthy of me. Okay? This is our biggest, we coming into our biggest test per se, trial to prove ourselves. We coming into the biggest test to prove ourselves worthy, man. If we are the elect or not. All right? Ultimately, if we are the elect, we got it. But we got to show it. So we coming into the time where we got to show we are the elect, man. All right? This is what's coming, man. Get ready. All right? Get ready, man. We got to go through the straight gate, man. We got to go through that narrow road, man. Each one of us got our own test designed specifically for us. Nobody else can take it but us, man. All right? That's why it says work out thy own salvation. Not your brother, not the next person, your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. This is our mindset, okay? So like that little question was posed on that clip, will you take the mark of the beast? Not if you of the elect, okay? If you of the elect, you ain't gonna take it. But if you aren't of the elect, you will take it. So will you take the mark of the beast? You won't take it if you of the elect, but you will take it if you of the elect. Hope that makes sense. Will you take the mark of the beast? I'm praying that I don't. I'm praying that I'm of that number, the elect, okay? Time will tell, okay? You got to keep working, man. That's the beautiful thing about this, man. You got to keep working, man. All right? Pray that the end comes soon, man, okay? Only the Lord knows, man. We don't know, okay? So we can't tell you if we're going to take the mark of the beast. If anybody to tell you that they know, they fooling themselves, man. Oh, I ain't going to take the mark. How the hell you know you ain't going to take the mark of the beast? Because that by process of elimination is saying you know you of the elect. See? So we don't know if we're going to take the mark of the beast. Will you take the mark of the beast? I don't know. I pray I don't. I ain't going to be proud to say, no, I ain't going to take the mark of the beast. I'm going to say, Abba Rathasah, Father will, I won't take the mark of the beast. As it says in James 4:15, you ought to always say, Lord will. Let's see if we can get there. Because it's not our will, man. So you got to watch out, man. You can't become too proud where you start taking the credit. All right? This is James chapter 4:15. It reads, for that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that. So will you take the mark of the beast? If the Lord will, I won't take the mark of the beast. Okay? If the Lord will, if I'm of that number. And you too, if it's the Lord will. Okay? All the elect. Okay? Whoever they may be. All right? Even if it means losing your life, because you ain't losing your life. You're gaining your life for Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. All right? So let's go ahead and close out 1 Peter 5:8. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. It reads, be sober. Remember, the Lord did not give us a spirit of fear. You cannot be sober, especially in those times, if you got fear. It says be vigilant. You're going to need to be watching, okay? Especially if you ain't found out or figured out what the mark of the beast is by now, man. You got to get caught up with the program. It says, because your adversary, the devil, he ain't going to play fair. He ain't going to tell you, all right? He ain't going to tell you what the mark of the beast is when he this close of collapsing the society, this economy. He wants you to go in there not knowing. It says, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. Oh, yeah. They don't know what the mark of the beast is. We got us one. We're going to bring them down to the detention center, these FEMA camps. We're going to feed them being idle, things offered to idols. We're going to give them a chance. Matter of fact, we're going to let them see us doing a couple of beheadings to shake them up a little bit, you see? And we're going to ask, is you ready for this? Well, if you're not, just come on in the other room and we can get you chipped up and on your way, you see? So as a roaring lion, he's walking about seeking whom he may devour, all right? And for the most part, he's going to get majority of our people, the 2/3, man, but the elect is off limits, okay? So stay prayed up, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. All right? So with that being said, pray someone was edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.